So now the Society could start the build of the 3 strategies. Now before we can start the build, the first thing we must do is analyse in depth Universal Trespassing System.
Or as the Society refers to it as the SHIELD. New Zealand has never had a system of universal trespassing before, so before we started designing, we had to see if we legally could establish and enforce a universal trespassing system in New Zealand. So this is what we did. First, I'll explain what a universal trespassing system is. The SHIELD's purpose to reduce sexual violence and violence within the nighttime community. To accomplish its purpose, it must perform its objectives, which is to stop recidivist offenders or repeat offenders from gaining access to the nighttime community, to stop violent offenders, to stop sexual offenders, and to stop what we can wild offenders. Wild offenders are classified as those people which hurt children, Kiwi, elderly, and women within the community.
So now the big question, can we legally operate and enforce a universal trespassing system within the laws and judicial system of New Zealand? Since nobody has ever created a shield for protection before, so there isn't an answer, which means we have to answer it. And in answering just that one question, we must answer all other questions which relate to that answer. Which means that instead of looking at one piece of legislation, you must look at many New Zealand laws. Every time you answer one question, 2 more questions would pop up. And each and every question must not just be answered, but be answered correctly, as the law is the law. And for the design, operations, and enforcement of the shield, it has to do so by working to what is called the rule of law. In answering these legal questions, it also helped the Society in the construction of the new nighttime community policing model. Now, after analysing every piece of New Zealand legislation and all law papers relating to creating and operating the universal trespassing system for its purpose in stopping vile offenders from gaining access to the nighttime community, our conclusion was, yes. Yes, we can.